All right. So this is me going through one of the homeworks. I believe this is lab activity 2.2a, working with strings. I'm just going to walk you through how to think about solving this question. Basically, you are supposed to ask the user to enter a string. Okay. Bear in mind, I'm not using the exact wordings in the question. So that's for you to do. But here you ask the user to enter a string. What you want is a string, right? So you capture that. I'm capturing it in the variable called myString. The next step is you want to ask the user how many letters at the end of the string are we going to convert to uppercase. So I did that here. How many letters to convert? I capture that in the variable converts. The next thing I did is, because this is supposed to be a numeric value, I converted it from a string to an integer using the int function, right? Then um, here I am simply calculating the length of the whole string that the user entered. That is um, on line 4 here. So I'm getting the length of that string, and I'm storing it in total length of string. Now the next thing is the logic in how to do this. You have a string, you want to convert the last X number of characters in that string to uppercase. There are multiple ways you could do this. If you are familiar with the for loop, you could do that. But we've not talked about loops yet, so I'm not going to use that method. The method we can use here is slicing a string, basically splitting a string up. And the way that works is, well, you know the length of your string, right? Whatever it is. If you read through this example that I have here, I'm using coffee as an example to walk you guys through this. Let's say the user entered the word coffee. Coffee has six characters in it. Okay. Now, if the user says um, convert to uppercase the last two characters in coffee, that means the first four characters we will not convert it. How do we get the first four? Well, you start from the beginning of the string and you go four characters. You start from the beginning of the string and you go four characters. So the beginning of the string, the second one, the third one, and the fourth one, four characters. How do you get four? The length of the string, which is 6, minus 2, which is what the user wants you to convert to uppercase. So now you have the beginning portion, and the rest is just the end portion. When you're slicing a string, you can use the square bracket notation, and you give it the where to start from and the length to start to the length of what to return. In programming languages, when you're doing things like that, you always, even though we say the first position, when you're actually counting, it's called position zero or index zero. So the first position is index zero, the second position is index one, the next position is index two, index three, index four, index five. So for our coffee, it has index zero, one, two, three, four, five. It doesn't have index six. Okay, so everything shifts by one. Now, to get the first four characters of our string, you will do something of this nature, which is what I have here. So this is your variable that the user entered, 0, which is where we want to start from, index, and then 4. 4 in this case means four characters in total, not an index, but four characters in total. So I want index 0, 1, 2, 3, four characters in total. Okay, so I'm starting from index 0 and I'm getting four characters in total. That will give me the portion of the string that I don't want to touch. The second part is the portion of the string that I want to touch, right? Now, that's everything after what I already extracted. What I extracted was position 0, position 1, position 2, position 3. So the next thing that is left is position 4 all the way to the end. Position 4, 4 is what? 6, which is the length of the string, minus 2, which is what the user asked you to convert. So to get what is untouched, I'm going to do the string that the user entered. I'm using coffee as an example in this case. Position 4. And I'm not telling it how many, because what happens in that case is it's just going to, from position 4 to the end of the string. It will capture everything all the way to the end of the string. Now I have the string that the user entered, which is coffee, and then I have the beginning portion of the string, which is COFF, and then I have the ending portion of the string, which is EE. And I can now convert my EE to uppercase using upper, you know, the string upper function, and then concatenate both of them together, which is something. So if you look at this, it says length of untouched, that is total length of the string, minus converts. Convert is what the user asked for. So this, the beginning of the string is what? The beginning of the string is 0. And then I'm saying, give me length of untouched number of characters. Then the ending of the string is what? The string that the user entered before. And I'm saying length of untouched again, colon, nothing, which means from this position, just grab everything to the end of the string. And if I print it out here, you can see that. Let me, what's that called? Python 3 main.py. Let me do my coffee example. Coffee. If I say last 2, so this is my string. It prints coffee. The beginning of the string, oops, sorry, I just want to select this. The beginning of the string is cough. The end of the string is EE. So the end of the string is what you want to use uppercase on. That is end of string dot upper. And then you can concatenate both of them to print to the end user. I hope this helps to explain the logic for this. And you can use this on any string. Let me use another example. Let's do Olumide Adebayo. Let's do the last 4 digits and the last 4 characters. So that would be BAYO. So here, you see how it printed everything. That's line 30, printed everything. Line 31 printed the beginning part, which is Olumide space ADE. And line 32 printed the last 4, which is BAYO. So you just need to do your conversion. I mean, now you have the 2 parts of the string, which I think is the biggest ask in the question. And you can use the upper function to convert the end of the string to uppercase and print it out. All right.